Have mercy on me, O God, according to your unfailing love. According to your great compassion, blot out my transgressions. Wash away all my iniquity and cleanse me from my sins. For I know my transgressions and my sin is always before me. Against you, you only have I sinned and done what is evil in your sight. So you are right in your verdict and justified when you judge. Surely I was sinful at birth, sinful from the time my mother conceived me. Yet you desired faithfulness even in the womb. You taught me wisdom in that secret place. Cleanse me with hyssop, and I will be clean. Wash me, and I will be whiter than snow. Let me hear joy and gladness. Let the bones you have crushed rejoice. Hide your face from my sins and blot out all my iniquity. Create in me a pure heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. Do not cast me from your presence or take your Holy Spirit from me. Restore to me the joy of your salvation and grant me a willing spirit to sustain me. Cast me not away. Cast me not away from your presence, O Lord. Take not your Holy Spirit from me. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation and renew your spirit within me. Cast me not away from your presence, O Lord. Take not your Holy Spirit from me. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation and renew your spirit within me. And renew your spirit within me. Do not cast me from your presence or take your Holy Spirit from me. Restore to me the joy of your salvation and grant me a willing spirit to sustain me. Then I will teach transgressors your ways, so that sinners will turn back to you. Deliver me from the guilt of bloodshed, O God, you who are God, my Savior, and my tongue will sing of your righteousness. Open my lips, Lord, and my mouth will declare your praise. You do not delight in sacrifice, or I will bring it. You do not take pleasure in burnt offerings. My sacrifice, O God, is a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart. You, God, will not despise. May it please you to prosper Zion, to build up the walls of Jerusalem. Then you will delight in the sacrifices of the righteous. In burnt offerings offered, whole and bull will be offered on your altar. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you say the Lord is my refuge and you make the Most High your dwelling, no harm will overtake you, no disaster will come near your tent. For he will command his angels concerning you to guide you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread on the lions and the cobra. You will trample lion and because he loves you, says the Lord. I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. He will call on me and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. Those who come me, fight against those who fight against me. Take up shield and armor. Arise and come to my aid. Brandish spear and javelin against those who pursue me. Say to me, I am your salvation. May those who seek life be disgraced. May me them cause and without cause a pit for me. May rule over them by surprise. May the next pit entangle them. May they fall in the pit to their ruin. Then my soul will rejoice in the Lord and delight in his salvation. My whole being will exclaim, who is like you, Lord? You rescue the poor from those too strong for them, the poor and needy from those who rob them. Ruthless witness come forward. They question me on things I know nothing about. They repay me evil for good and leave me like one bereaved. Yet when they were ill, I put on sackcloth and humble myself with fasting. When my prayers return answered, I went about mourning as though friend or brother. I bowed my head in grief as though weeping for my mother. But when I stumbled, they gathered in glee. Assailants gathered against me without my knowledge. They slandered me without ceasing. Like the ungodly, they maliciously mocked. They gnashed their teeth at me. How long, Lord, will you look on? Rescue me from their ravages, my precious life from these lions. I will give you thanks in the great assembly. Among the thrones I will praise you. Do not let those gloat over me who are my enemies without cause. Do not let those who hate me without reason maliciously wink the eye. They do not speak peace, but devise false accusations against those quiet and say, with our own eyes we have seen. Lord, you have seen this. Do not be silent. Do not be far from me, Lord. Awake and rise to my defense. Contend for me, my God and Lord. Vindicate me in your righteousness, Lord my God. Do not let them gloat over me. Do not let them think, just what we wanted, or say, we have swallowed him up. May all who gloat over my distress be put to shame and confusion. May all who exalt themselves over me be clothed with shame and disgrace. May those who delight in my vindication shout for joy and gladness. May they always say, the Lord be exalted, who delight in the well-being of his servant. My tongue will proclaim your righteousness, your praises all day long. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right path for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Ise, 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 Ise.
Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, wonderful people of from all over the world. You are highly welcome to this very live presentation, reaching you all the way from the studio of Biafra Unite channel/television. We are live and direct. And I am very, very certain that Chukwokika Biama Bineligwe is with us. He is bearing us witness this very evening. You all are highly welcome to this very live broadcast, this very moment. We have come to do the needful. And of course, you all will live to testify the goodness of God in our lives. And of course, to enjoy the fruit of your labor. We all will be here to see Biafra as we fight so hard for the restoration of the kingdom of Chukwokika Biama on earth. I welcome you all to this very live presentation. Today's date is 3rd of May 2024, and the time right now is approximately 42 minutes past 8 p.m. here in the Holy Land of Biafra. I say you are welcome. Please, once you are here, endeavor to welcome others. You can welcome them in the comment section. You can as well invite others to come and join and listen to this very gospel this very evening. And more importantly, you have to share the broadcast. You have to click the like button and, of course, share it and make sure that others are being notified to join the live presentation. We are going to make it an interactive one indeed, because so many things are happening, and of course, it will be a pleasure to welcome some Biafrans to lay their voice, to give their voice towards what we are going to discuss this very evening. And going by the title, as you can see it on your screen, Nigerian army has been busted once again because, just like as I illustrated the other time, that they are falling, scampering, trying to grab whatever they can grab in order to see if there may be a soft landing for them. But as long as we are here, I want to assure them that there is nothing like soft landing. I want to assure them that they will continuously be busted each and every time they come with their lies and deceit. The zoo is a lie. The zoo is a deceit. The zoo is a criminal offense that was committed by the British. The zoo itself not just is going to cease to exist, but also those who connived with the British to enslave the indigenous population in the zoo or within the zoo, those who connived with the murderers of our ancestors to keep on murdering us in cold blood, sending innocent citizens to judgment with impunity, will all be brought to judgment. It is a promise because the zoo itself is a crime. It is a calamity to have an entity like the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. It is an abomination. A very, very big abomination. Now, I waste your time. I will have to go straight to the news of the day. I want you to pay very good attention while I take you through them. Going by the title once again, you can see that I have written here, Zoo Army Busted. And then the second segment is a question, will Asari Dokubo survive? Who have not listened to my pre-recorded broadcast, which I posted a couple of minutes ago, not even up to 1 hour, or maybe 1 hour and some minutes ago. Those of you who have not come across it, but you are up to join the presentation this very evening, I want you to pay very, very good attention, because if you missed the pre-recorded broadcast, though it is still very, very live on our pages and of course our YouTube channel, you will have opportunity to, see and understand why the title, will Asari Dokubo survive this? Now, having said that, I abapi also immediately. I have some few things that I would do before delving into the matter concerning the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom Terrorist Army, and then Asari Dokubo's video, and of course the analysis that follows. All right. I will not do these things without acknowledging and of course welcoming some of you who have joined this very live presentation as our tradition demands. I welcome you, Madwabuchi Stanley. I can see you in the comment section. You are welcome. Sunday Udreze, you are welcome. At Urban 747, you are welcome. Hello, Emmanuel, I can see you. You are welcome. You're watching from the zoo. You are welcome to the very live broadcast. Frederick Sunday, you are welcome. I can see you. Njoku Ekene, more grace. I can see you. Oh, Carolina Mbeze, shine, my own sister. You are highly welcome to this very live presentation. I can see you. Nelly Onoha, you are welcome. Young Star Love, you're welcome. I can see you. Nicholas, you are highly welcome to this very live broadcast. Ngodi, I can see you. You are welcome listening from the Holy Land of Biafra. Prince Ugochi, you are welcome. Youngster, I have mentioned you already. You are welcome. Future Hope, I can see you. You are welcome to this very live broadcast. Jemima Nwobani, you are welcome. Chukwemeka, I can see you. You are welcome. Masterpiece, I can see you. You all are highly welcome to this very live presentation. Iheke, you are welcome. Oh my God, the names are too much. The names are too much. Chimobi, you are welcome. Smile, you're welcome. Johnson, you're welcome. I can see every one of you. Please, I want some Zoo members to be here. Those one Nigerianist, you all are highly welcome. If you have a question, you will be free to ask this very evening because I will open the line that all may get involved. Igwe, you are welcome. I can see you. James Friday, you are welcome. Chige Mezu, you are welcome. Mister, you are welcome. Oh my goodness me. Escobar, you are welcome. The names are too many. Then we have to continue because I will not be able to mention all of you. I will not be able to mention all of you. We are live and direct, broadcasting on 3 different platforms. We are on one YouTube channel, only one YouTube channel, which is our newly created Biafra Unite channel. If you have not subscribed to that very channel, I don't know what you are waiting for because our Men Biafra Unite channel with capital letter that has over 108 to 10,000 subscribers is having issues at the moment, and we are not broadcasting on that very platform. So if you are waiting to receive the notification from our old and Men Biafra Unite channel, you are not going to get it because, just like as I said, the channel is having some issues at the moment and we have not been able to rectify it. Therefore, we are broadcasting on our newest created Biafra Unite TV YouTube channel. And then those of you who join us from Facebook, we have our main Facebook page with over 185,000 followers. I have been announcing it many months ago that the page is also having issues. And I want you to understand something, that this very platform, Biafra Unite, this very brand, Biafra Unite, whether on Facebook or YouTube or wherever, is a freedom fighting brand. Is a freedom fighting brand. So we expect anything that we see, we expect it. If they shut us down, we expect it. If they say we cannot broadcast for 1 month, we expect it. I want you to pay attention. You all saw what happened to the YouTube page of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, a couple of, should I say, months ago or a year ago. You all saw it. So whatever they do to us, we have been expecting it. So it is not a new thing. When they deprive us from, the usual activities on our page, we expect it. If they say we can no longer, like our main Facebook page is having issues of, distribution. The algorithm of our Facebook page is the one that actually has issues because of the poor distribution of our videos. That's the reason why is not, reaching the maximum number of people that it usually reach on a daily basis. So whatever that happens, we keep moving. That's why, as it is today, we have over 3 different pages. So you must be up to date. You must always be up to date. Once you hear me make any announcement, please follow up. Don't wait. If I tell you follow this page, follow it immediately, because that means something must have happened to the to either to the main page or to the old page. That is what we are here for. We are not just building a platform because we want to be, Sahara reporters, or we want to be Arise News. No, these are zoo platforms. Nobody is attacking them. No government is attacking them. But the zoo government, in collaboration with the British government, attack every genuine Biafran, pages and channels. Yes. So, talk less of Biafra Unite. If they attack other small channels, why wouldn't they attack Biafra Unite? So please, once you hear me making an announcement, make sure that you are up to date, because a lot of people have sent me messages already within these 2 days that they are not receiving, notification when I go live. All right, having laid this very foundation, we have to continue immediately without wasting any time. We are going to begin with our ongoing self-referendum. There is a new development, a latest development over our ongoing self-referendum. So those of you who have not voted before, those of you that haven't voted, this is an opportunity for you. I will not dwell in this very segment. I'm not going to take a lot of time here. I will do it within 5 or 10 minutes just to enlighten you the more. I've done this very tuition in the past, from beginning to the end. So because of this very latest development, I will have to do it again, at least within 5 to 10 minutes. So please, I'm very, very certain millions of Biafrans are yet to vote. So please, this is the time for you to know what happened in Cape Azua. And based on what you can see on your screen, please, if you haven't liked this very broadcast or shared it, endeavor to do so. It is very, very important. This is from the official and verified X handle of the Prime Minister, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And without wasting any time, he said, breaking. This is today. Effective from today, 3rd May 2024, you no longer require email to upload your self-referendum voting card. Use the link below to upload your vote. Now, this is the link below. This very link here is all that you need. I will be posting it right now in the comment section. I will be posting it in the comment section right now, so that if you haven't voted, what you need to do is to use another phone. Copy this very link that I have posted in the comment section. Copy it right now. Whether you are watching from Facebook or YouTube, you are going to see it in the comment section. I have posted the link. Copy that link so you don't miss the tuition, because I'm going to show you how to do it right now. I'm going to utilize only about 5 or 10 minutes to do it, so that we can be able to move into the next segment to bust the zoo army, and of course show you the latest video of Asari Dokubo's current situation, and of course to analyze it briefly and then open the line for people to call in. So if you haven't voted and you want to vote, so for you not to miss the tuition, which I'm going to go into right now, you need to copy the link, transfer it to another phone. If you are watching with a phone and you have a second phone, then copy the link. If you don't have any other phone, maybe you have only one, just pay attention. Let me do the tuition, and then you click the link later and follow the same way that I'm going to teach you right now, so that you can be able to cast your vote. Because a lot of people have sent me email prior to, my WhatsApp number that I just made public a couple of days ago. Many people, uncountable people, have sent me email requesting or asking me to, help them to vote. So, and the email keep coming, it doesn't end. So this is your opportunity right now if you have not voted. Now, the link that I have posted in the comment section is this. You have to click that same link. The link is also on the Twitter X handle of the Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. So you can as well go there and follow the steps. Now, you are seeing it on your screen. It has opened. As I click the link, it has opened. Now I have to take you to the page where the website is. Just a moment. Now this is it. This is the website. As I click the link, then this is where we are now. After clicking the link, only one touch, then it's going to bring you to this very website. Then when you scroll down, remember I have voted before, so I'm using a different email so I can be able to, to educate our people on how to do it or how to follow the procedure because of this latest development. Now, the first thing you are going to see, this is what the first thing here. After seeing all these, you are going to see all our states and of course capital, our states and capital, and also the former state, the old state where these new Biafra states are coming from now, or are being created from. Now, the first thing, when you start your action, when you start voting, the first thing you're going to see is this. I confirm that I am 18 years of age or above. You tick, which is confirmation. Now, the second one is, I confirm that I have not voted before. I have not voted before, and that this is my first time. Please do not vote again if you have voted during the first phase, because this is the second phase. Remember that the first phase ended a couple of days ago. So this is the second phase. Then, if you know you have not voted before, you click here, I confirm, and then you click next. When you click next, it's going to bring you to the next episode. You are going to see overview. I don't have to read this because it's going to take us a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of time, and we don't have so much time because of other things we are going to treat this very evening. So if you have your time, you can read it on your own. It is very, very important so that you will know and understand what you are going into or what you are doing. It's very, very important for you to read. I read it before when I did this tuition for the first time, and I don't have to continue reading it again. But here, voter eligibility and requirements. Number one, you must be a Biafran by birth, born of mother and or a father who themselves are Biafrans. Number two, you must be 18 years and older. Number three, you must know your state. You must know your state, which serve as your precinct. Now, remember the first thing from the other page, the other segment. What the first thing it showed us after this very banner here, then the next one is the states and capital, which I showed you. States and capital, and the former states where they all come from. Now, if you continue, this is your one vote is your voice. Do not be silenced. Vote now. So then you will click next. When you click next, this is the next thing you are going to see: confirmation of authenticity, sex, of course, male. Now, first name, you are going to write your first name. Of course, I will put my name. So your surname is going to be here. You're going to put your surname, but I will put Biafra because this is public, as in this is a live broadcast. So that's I've used Biafra as my surname. But when you are voting, because it's between you and you, it's a private thing, you need to go by your name, your real name. Then, year of birth, you put your year of birth. State, you write your state, where your state come from. Let me just put, okay, let me just write anything. Don't worry yourself, but you have to write your state. Then you write your village. And then next. Remember, you must put those things, you must make sure that they are all correct. Don't do the same thing that I'm doing. I'm using this to show you how to do it, especially for those who have not voted before. Now, this place, you need to a proposed declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra, to declare the restoration of the independent state of Biafra and Biafra exit from Nigeria after having attained the status for a state recognition by successfully setting up functional government institutions required by international standards. Do you approve this proposed declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra to restore the lost sovereign nation of Biafra from Nigeria, which will be called the United States of Biafra, USB? Now, this is the reason why you are going to vote. This is the reason for the self-referendum. That's why I read it. Very, very important. It is the sole reason for the self-referendum. The self-referendum is to give the government go-ahead order that you are in support of the declaration or redeclaration of the independent state of Biafra. Now you click yes. If you are in support, you click yes. If you are not in support, you are one Nigerianist, you click no, because it is a democratic process. It is a democratic process. But me, I will click yes, and I will urge you also who want to be free from the zoo to click yes as well. Now, I confirm that the above information is true. This is like affidavit. You click yes. Then I authorize the Biafra Republic government in exile to include this vote in this democratic process. You click yes, I authorize. Yes, I authorize. Then you submit. That's all. It's finished. If I click this now, then it's submitted. It doesn't take any time. It doesn't even take anything from you. Just a couple of minutes from the comfort of your bedroom, you can vote if you haven't voted before. Thank you, my people. God bless you. Now we are going to go into the next segment, which is busting the Zoo Janjaweed terrorist army. And I want you to follow me. The thing said they wise. Zoo Janjaweed thing said them they wise. Mad people everywhere. The thing said them they wise. Okay, fun. Yes. The thing said them they wise.
Are you sick of having issues with Like.
All right. Just a moment. Just a moment. I want to show you what is written here first. The title. I want to show you the title. Please, if you haven't shared this very broadcast, I want to urge you to do so, please. Very, very important. Very, very important. If you haven't liked and shared the broadcast, I want to urge you to do so. It is very, very necessary that you do so, unless you are not in support of what we are doing. If you are in support of what we are doing, I want to urge you to like and share the broadcast. Whether you're watching from YouTube, there is a share button there. This is share button for YouTube. Once you click here, it's going to bring you a lot of options, both sharing it on Instagram, both sharing it on WhatsApp groups, sharing it on your WhatsApp status, sharing it on X handle, sharing it on Facebook. It is very, very important that you do so. This is the share button for YouTube. Those of you watching from YouTube, this is the share button. And then if you're watching from Facebook, of course, I don't have to show you how to share on Facebook. That one is very, very common. Now, look at the title from Channels Television. They said, full video. Era of sit at home is over. Military briefs on national security. Military briefs on national security. Look at them. Era of sit at home is over. What a shame. Mad people everywhere. Mad people everywhere. Are these people serious at all? Are they really serious? I don't understand. Who is feeding them with this information? And the person who is saying the era of information is over is in Abuja. Imagine. Who is giving them this false information? I don't know. Now, I will not.
I would like to start by saying that troops are simultaneously fighting.
Now, this very man called Edward Obuba, Director, Defense Media Operation. He is in Abuja, telling them how, although I listen, let me be sincere. I listened to this very, address, national address or national briefing or whatever. I listened to it. I watched it from beginning to the end. To be honest, let me be honest. I didn't hear this man say sit at home era is over. Let me be honest here, because because of the title, this false title, I brought out my time today and watch this very video, listen to it over and over again, like 2 or 3 times, to see if I'm going to hear him say era of sit at home is over. Just as these people called Channels Television, wrote on their title. But I didn't hear him say anything like that. But he said something about Southeast, which I'm going to go there in a jiffy. Now, because of some words that he used, I won't allow the video to play in full. He used some words which we are not going to allow on our platform. So I will not allow the video to play in full. But there is something that happened here. How I wish I would allow it to play. But let me try. Let me just try.
The terrorists in these theaters to deal with the various threats that exist within these theaters.
And the aim is clear, and that is to find and destroy the terrorists and their cohorts wherever they may be hiding in order to ensure their enduring defeat. The defeat of these terrorists is non-negotiable, as it will deny terrorists the ability to terrorize or hurt citizens of this country. Accordingly, troops conducted offensive operations during the month of April, and these operations ranged from ambushes to raids to fighting patrols and other covert operations in order to deal with the terrorism that we're faced with. Now, what has become obvious from our operations is that tactically, whenever there's a clash between troops and terrorists on the ground, troops clearly win in the firefight. Though sadly, in certain instances, casualties are sustained by own forces. However, each and every engagement event ends up with troops' victory, with several dead or surrendered terrorists in every location. Likewise, our air assets conducted aggressive air flights during the month of April. Whenever air assets confirm terrorist presence and their movement, several terrorist leaders' enclaves were engaged. And these enclaves include that of terrorist commander, one of which is Nasanda, Malam, Airi, were Katsina State, and that enclave was decimated.
Mm-hmm.
Also, on the 20th of April,
a guard. Now, let me, first of all, I want to bring your mind to something. Let me draw your mind to something which nobody has paid attention to, because I went through the comment also. I realized that nobody paid attention to it. I want you to watch this man, this very man called Buba. I want you to watch him. You see, when you are giving a press release, a press release is different from addressing the public. Let me just digress a little. A press release is different from public address. Listen. A public address does not necessarily need a written note, a written paper, or a written document for you to read. It does not necessarily need it, because you can stand and address the public. You can stand and talk to the public. As I'm doing right now, I'm addressing the public, and I do not have any written something written for me to, to use to address the public. But a press release, especially if it had something to do with numbers and the how do I put it? Especially if it has something to do with numbers, or maybe something that occurred in the past, even if it's recent or old, you must have a written note. And if this occurrence is not a one-time incident, listen, this is very important, because with what I'm doing right now, I can be able to dissect their lies and deceit. When the occurrence is not a one-time incident, you must, if it's a regular occurrence, if it's something like this man took 31 good minutes lying to the whole country. This man talked about what happened and what they did all around the country, including in Biafra land. Both how many arms and ammunition that he claimed that they have recovered, and the numbers of the so-called Fulani, that terrorists that they sent to judgment all across how many states in the zoo. This man was just there ranting, and people were watching him. Nobody asked him any question. Let me play it. I want you to watch him. When somebody's reading something, you will know. When somebody's talking, you would know. At least the paper, he has the paper at his front there. At his front, at the front of these microphones, the paper is there. The written note is there. But this man never watched the written note. He never read from the written note. He was just there ranting, lying to the public. Listen, I want you to watch him.
Gathering of senior terrorist commanders, namely Ado, Aliro, and Kamilu Basaru in Danusa local government area of Katsina State was disrupted by airstrikes.
How did you know? Mad people everywhere. He mentioned their names. He mentioned the names of the leaders. How did you know? And he said, remember, this is not an open confrontation. This is airstrike. This is not a land, confrontation. Airstrike. So how did you know the numbers of the people that were neutralized and the faces of the people that were neutralized? How did you know? Now let's continue. That is a very important question, because he was mentioning their names, the one that they neutralized, through airstrike. How did you know?
The battle damage assessment of all these airstrikes revealed that several terrorist combatants and their commanders were neutralized in the course of the airstrikes.
Mm-hmm.
Other terrorist leaders and commanders engaged by our airstrikes include that of Malam Yadi.
Other terrorist commanders engaged by their airstrike include,
at Meriga local government area of Niger State. Then there's the enclave belonging to terrorist commander Abdullahi Nasanda and Malam Tukur in Zurmi local government and Gusau local government areas of Zamfara State, and they were equally engaged in the month of April. Additionally, the enclave of Malam Umar and several other commanders located in Alawa Forest area of Niger State were engaged. Others include Bello Tuji's camp in Kagara Forest, located between Shinkafi in Zamfara and Isa local government area in Sokoto. All the surviving commanders that have escaped these attacks, I can say, are walking corpses. it is just a question of sooner than later before they will be taken out of the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
From all this, you will observe that the synchronized strikes between the ground and air forces during the period of April has resulted in several casualties.
Listen,
Indeed, 715 terrorists were neutralized in the month of April.
Listen, 715 terrorists were neutralized in the month of April, according to him. And remember that the majority of the attacks came through the airstrike, right? That is what he said, not me. Now, how did you count? Of course, you all know what airstrike means. And he gave the number. He said there were 715 terrorists, a number that were neutralized. How did you know their number? That is number 2 question. How did you know how many they were? Number 2 question, but we have not gotten to the main question. Let's continue.
And during the process, troops arrested 146 persons and rescued 465 kidnapped hostages.
He's not reading.
Furthermore,
he's not reading. See the way he's looking the camera. He's not reading. And he knows, this is just the beginning. Just pay attention.
Troops recovered 937 assorted weapons and over 23,000 assorted ammunition and denied the oil theft of an estimated sum of over 2 billion naira in the month of April.
Okay.
The breakdown of some of these includes and is not limited to the following: 495 AK-47 rifles were
Osugo. Osugo. Now listen, Osugo
recovered in the month of April. 190 locally fabricated guns were recovered in the month of April.
With number
43 pump-action guns were recovered by troops. 151 then guns were recovered. Over 11,000 rounds of 7.62 millimeter special ammo were recovered by troops in the month of April. And over 500 rounds of 9 millimeter NM were recovered by troops in the month of April across the various theaters of operation. Other recoveries include over 2.5 million liters of stolen crude oil recovered in the month of April. Over 254,000 liters of illegally refined AGO was recovered in the month of April. Over 1,000 liters of DPK, otherwise known as kerosene, was recovered in the month of April.
It's not
as well.
This man is just talking. He's not reading anything. No. I never knew that they have become so intelligent that they can cram everything off head and just come and say it the way it is. I'm just noticing today, that the Zoo Janjaweed military is so educated and, brilliant like that. Now, let's continue.
Over 8,000 liters of PMS, otherwise known as petrol, was recovered, among other items, in the month of April. Let's now take a look at the various theaters of operation and see the activities therein, beginning with Operation Hadenkei in the northeast. During the month of April, troops of Operation Hadenkei conducted operations into Sambisa.
Mm-hmm.
They conducted operations into the Timbuktu Triangle.
Mm-hmm.
And they also conducted operations towards the Tumbus, which is around the Lake Chad region.
Mm.
All the locations, as mentioned, are strongholds in which terrorists hibernate. Accordingly, troops neutralized 248 terrorists, arrested 420.
Troops neutralize how many? 200 and what? Oh my goodness me. Let's hear that again.
Troops neutralized 248 terrorists, arrested
248 terrorists that they neutralize through airstrike. Ogabuba, how did you count them? How did you count them after airstrike? Did you count them from the air while you are still in the fighter jet? Or did you come down, went there and count them? Or did you send some people to go and count them? How did you count them? Somebody should help me on, somebody should correct me in the comment section. How did you count them? Let's continue.
422 suspects and rescue 163 kidnapped hostages. Troops also recorded 714
700 Hello, Melon. Hello, Melon Dizu. Let's hear that again.
714.
Wait.
Troops also recorded 714.
Mad people everywhere. Mad people everywhere. Do you understand something? Do you understand something? He can't control it. How can you just come here and you are just mentioning names? Troop also recovered 100 and 700 and at the same time, because he wanted to say 100 and then he realized that that is a small amount of number. That is a small number. He has to upgrade it. Immediately he upgraded it. Let's hear that again and then we'll continue.
163 kidnapped hostages. Troops also recorded 714 terrorist combatants and their families that surrendered in the month of April. And they recovered items during the month include 208 AK-47 rifles, 34 fabricated weapons, 45 den guns, and 18 assorted arms during the month of April. Troops further recovered
He's not reading
3,600 rounds of 7.62mm special ammunition, over 2,000 rounds of 7.62mm NATO ammunition, and over 400 assorted ammunition of various calibers.
He's not reading. No. How do you say this off head? How do you carry this off head? I want to know. They didn't tell me that the Zoo Janjaweed is now intelligent. How did you carry these things off head? Now let's continue.
Now to the North Central, where we have Operation Safe Haven. During the month of April, troops of Operation Safe Haven conducted operations to several of the hotspots responsible for insecurity in the plateau. Accordingly, troops also had to recalibrate its approach in tackling the security situation by making some changes in troops deployment. Overall, the troops of Operation Safe Haven neutralized 32 violent extremists, arrested 148 suspects, and rescued 35 kidnapped hostages. Troops equally recovered 23 AK-47 rifles, 19 fabricated guns, 93 assorted arms, over 780 rounds of 7.62 millimeter special ammunition, and over 250 assorted ammunition of various calibers.
And you have all these things off head. Wow. Remember, he's been counted, and this man counted, the video is 31 minutes, which I'm not going to allow it to play in full. This man counted almost all the states, not just geopolitical zones, almost all the states, one by one, and just mentioned all kinds of arms and ammunition with any number that just come to his mouth or just pour immediately. It doesn't. Hey, hello. And you know the worst part of it is that people were seated there watching and listening to this fool lying to their. Anyway, I'm going to fast forward it to where he talked about Biafra land, where he called Southeast. Let me fast forward it to there.
Hi.
Just a moment. Hello, Mello.
Over 220 assorted ammunitions of various calibers and 43 other equipments in the month of April. Now, in summarizing, I would say
wait.
Illegally refined AGO, as well as over 8,000 liters of PMS and over 1,000 liters of DPK. Furthermore, troops of Operation Delta Safe recovered 56 assorted weapons and destroyed 74 wooden boats, and also recovered over 1,500 assorted ammunitions of various caliber, and destroyed 76 illegal refining sites in the month of April.
And he have all these things off head. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. Wow.
Now, to the last but not the least, Operation Udoka in the southeast.
Now listen.
The troops of Operation Udoka recorded the following in the month of April. The troops neutralized 38 terrorists, arrested 103 suspects, and rescued 50 kidnapped hostages in the month of April. Additionally,
before he continued the lies. Now, there's this word we normally use. We've been using this word from Adams. We they play in the show. They play, they show. We've been using this word from Adam. They play, they show. We always share videos of the activities of the Biafra Liberation Army and the confrontation between Biafra Liberation Army and the Janjaweed terrorist army. The video is always there. The Prime Minister always share the video. We always circulate the video everywhere. You always watch it. You can't say you haven't seen the videos of the Biafra Liberation Army, both when they come with their fighter jet, both the time we confront them on ground, neutralize their armor tanks, and also neutralize them in numbers, and they go home in body bags. Some of them they drag their bodies, and then you see the blood flowing everywhere. We always share the videos. And this man, this terrorist on the screen, just said they neutralized. He said they neutralized how many? 30 what? I think I need to go back and listen. They neutralized 30 what? And this man didn't tell you all these things he's been saying. He didn't say or tell the public how they have been neutralized. How the Janjaweed is being neutralized each and every single day. Not only in Biafra land, but all across the Zoological Republic. He didn't mention it. He didn't. The only place he mentioned how they were neutralized is the one that was carried almost all over the news in the zoo. The one that they were ambushed in Niger State. And then the other one that they bombarded innocent people in Kaduna State. That one, he didn't even mention how they were neutralized. He mentioned the only one that they were, ambushed in Niger State that led to the withdrawal of the soldiers from that very area in Mena, Niger State. That is the only, because that one was, circulated all over the country. And the reason why it was circulated is because of the withdrawal of the soldiers from that very area after the ambush. They did it secretly. They withdrew the soldiers secretly, but the locals, because of the fear, the locals were running out of the village, out of their village. Then the news carried it. It was all over the places. That is the only one that he mentioned here. If you listen to if you watch the video from beginning to the end. But all the times we've been neutralizing them in Biafra land, this man never mentioned it, because currently, as I'm speaking to you right now, today, third, no, you must hold on. I am not yet receiving calls at the moment. Please, I am not receiving calls at the moment. You must hold on. So, now, this very man did not mention any. He just played down on all of these and lied. How they neutralized 1 million people, they neutralized 10 million people, they did this, they did that, all now lies from pit of hell. Because he can't say it. I want you to click the like button, please, if you like what we are doing and you want others to join the broadcast. Please endeavor to share it if you haven't done so. Now, this very man, because the Janjaweed is lacking in numbers, they are currently asking people to come and join the army. There is a recruitment program that is ongoing as I'm speaking to you right now. So he cannot tell you how they have been neutralized, because if he dare say it, others will be afraid to join because they are lacking in numbers. Nigeria army does not have numbers to face the various or numerous battle that is facing the Zoological Republic. Nigeria army does not boast, cannot boast such amount of soldiers to confront this battle head on. They don't have it. I'm telling you the truth, they don't have it. They have just shared flyers today begging people to come and join the military. Remember back in the days, before they will even take you into the military, is very, very difficult. You have to undergo different trainings and all that. But now, they are begging people now, sharing flyers on social media, begging people to come and join, that there is a recruitment, program ongoing as I'm speaking now. Now, they share the flyers today. Unbelievable. Now, let's listen to him in conclusion.
In the southeast,
Mm-hmm.
the troops of Operation Udoka recorded the following in the month of April.
Mm-hmm.
The troops neutralized 38 terrorists,
38.
arrested 103 suspects, and rescued 50 kidnapped hostages in the month of April. Additionally, the troops of Operation Udoka recovered 8 AK-47 rifles, 23 pump-action guns, over 660 rounds of 7.62 millimeter special ammunition,
Off-head, though.
and over 30 rounds of 7.62 millimeter NATO ammunition.
Off-head.
The troops of Operation Udoka further recovered over 220 assorted ammunitions of various calibers and 43 other
Zoo can lie.
in the month of April.
Zoo can lie.
Now,
Hey!
in summarizing,
Zoo can lie. Zoo can lie. Who told you all this? And he's in Abuja. Hey! Nigeria army can lie? Chineke me. Imagine ndị a na-egwe ka nzu, a na-egwefa ka nzu, a na-egwe ndị a ka nzu. I'm telling you the gospel truth. A na-egwefa ka nzu. Chey! Zoo can lie. How are you so, gullible? People are just there watching, just moping like umoko kundi abrono, moping. Kelafafa, all these, what do you call them? What do you call them? All these channels television, they were there. They even helped them to write sit at home, era of sit at home is over in the southeast. They helped them to write junk. Share this very video, share this very broadcast. We are heading to somewhere now. We are going into the next segment. I want you to know all the things we are treating this very night so that once you call, you can be able to go straight to the point and, of course, make your contribution. Now, share it is very, very important. The time has come. The time has come. The time has come. And I want you to pay very, very good attention, my people. Now, I want to show you something. I want to show you something. 1 minute. 1 minute. I want you to watch something. All right. Here we are. I want you to watch something. If you watch this and if you recognize the person, that you are going to see right now on your screen, I want you to write the name in the comment section. Pay attention, please. Focus here, focus here, focus here. Do you recognize the person, please? And what is going on here? Do you recognize the person? And what do you think that is going on here? That's what they say, no balance. They say this life, no balance. They say this life, no balance. Do you recognize this person? Who is this? Who is this? They say this life, no balance. They say this life, no balance. And afugo makwe. Afugo makwe. Afugo welukwe nke ikpeazụ a. Eji aka. Eji ya, the two hands. The two hands were held for him to be able to walk. Amarom ife na ya Asari Dokubo. I do not know what is wrong with Asari Dokubo. I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with him, but he can't walk at the moment. He has to be assisted by two individuals to help him walk. And he has been flown abroad. Asari Dokubo has been flown abroad for him to be, for a medical treatment. I don't know what is wrong with him. The condition is yet to be ascertained or to be made public. I'm going to open the line for our people to call in and make their contributions. But I have a message, just like as I said during my pre-recorded broadcast this very evening. Ekulumukwusi, ọkwa nekwe ebe a na-arụ ọkụkọ. There is an Igbo adage. Ọkwa nekwe ebe a na-arụ ọkụkọ n'ọnwa nne ya. Ọkwa. There is this fowl called guinea fowl. Not, is it fowl or what? Or bird? I don't know. There's this bird called guinea fowl. This very bird called guinea fowl is exactly like a fowl. If you're an Igbo person here, you will understand what I'm saying. We call it okwa in Igbo land. It looks like a bird, like a fowl. It looks exactly like fowl. So this Igbo adage says, ọkwa nekwe ebe a na-arụ ọkụkọ n'ọnwa nne gị. Okay, all right. Please, if you can hear my voice, let me know in the comment section. I believe we are back. If you can hear me, please let me know in the comment section. It was a technical issue, but I believe it's being rectified. Can you hear me, Biafrans? Please let me know in the comment section. If you can hear me, let me know in the comment section, please. Very, very important. Very, very important. We have to continue. That was a technical issue. Of course, you all know how the network can be sometimes. Okay, we have to continue. The line is open from now moving forward till the very end of this very broadcast. Like what I was saying before. Nobody knows tomorrow. Asari Dokubo opened his mouth. Asari Dokubo opened his mouth. He did not just insult Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He didn't just insult him, but he promised to take the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Just like as I played, a short clip of that boy in Lagos State called Sheung. During my pre-recorded broadcast, I told him to tender unreserved apology to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because the word of God says, he who blesses Israel will be blessed. He who cursed Israel will be cursed. For sure. Asari Dokubo promised to take the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Asari Dokubo also connived with the criminal lawyer Ifeanyi Ejiofor and the Jezebel in the name of Uchechi Kanu, with the family members of Uchechi Kanu, especially her parents. That is the word of Asari Dokubo, no be me talking. Now Asari Dokubo is the one who said it with his own mouth. And since he said that, nobody has been able to counter it. He said that he was in a meeting with the members of the DOS, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Uchechi, Jezebel of our time, Uchechi, and her parents, her father especially, were in a meeting with Asari Dokubo. Asari said it. You don't have to ask me for evidence. The video is in the public. Every Biafran saw the video because that very video trended more than 1 month. The video trended online more than 1 month. And nobody came online to counter it. Among all the names he mentioned, none of them, nobody came out to counter it. He said they were in a meeting. And this thing happened few months after the kidnap and rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Asari Dokubo swung into action, looking for a way to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is destroyed. Today, look at him. I am not mocking him because nobody knows tomorrow. Yes, of course, I know that. As much as I know that nobody knows tomorrow, but there is karma. There is karma. If you were to nyelo madu today, the line is open. Those of you who want to call to make your contribution, you are free to call. And those of you who want to support what we are doing via Super Chat and Super Thanks, we have enabled Super Chat on our platform. You can as well send us a Super Chat in order to support us, in order to support what we are doing. It is not a crime. Yes. Those of you who want to support us via Super Chat, you can do so because we have enabled it on our platform. If you are watching on Facebook, on our main Facebook page, there is a super sticker. It's been enabled. And if you are watching on YouTube, there is Super Chat. It's also enabled. You can support us if you wish. Now, Asari Dokubo, who promised to deal with Mazinam, not just to deal with Mazinam, but to destroy him. This is the situation he is today. Now, I also want to use this opportunity to send a message to that boy in Lagos, Sheun. Sheun opened his mouth and said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will die in the prison. Sheun, you are the reason why I use that very word. Guinea fowl should look and see where they are roasting chicken, because they are all from one family. They all belong in one family. Now, there's another boy that was deported from Turkey. His name is Chinagoro, aka Ijele. Ijele speaks. That's what he called himself. Chinagoro, although I am aware that he is in cell. He has been in cell going to 2 months now because of his issues, the issue he had with Ebukobi, where he also threatened Ebukobi that he's going to buy him and cut off his head. Then I know that he's in cell at the moment. Whether he survives it or he goes to prison, it doesn't change anything. As long as he threatened to take the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, ọkwa na-ekwe ebe a na-arụ ọkụkọ, ọkwa nwanne gị. If Asari Dokubo survives this and come back, let it be a deterrent. A deterrent. Let it be a sound warning to him. If he survives it, I don't know the nature of the illness, but this sickness that made him not to walk until he's been helped by 2 different people. And this sickness that he has been flown abroad, I don't know what is it, but I'm very, very certain it is a serious case. It is a very, very serious case. So, if he survives and comes back to the zoo, he should tender a public apology to Ndị Igbo at large. Ndị Igbo as a whole. He connived with Hope Uzodimma and brought a Sawana terrorist gang to Imo State and slaughtered many innocent Igbos until Biafra Liberation Army swung into action and neutralized them. He sworn to take the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So, it is quite unfortunate for this to happen to him. I don't know what it is. But in coming days, I hope that we hear more, we get more information concerning the health of Asari Dokubo. Like as I said before, I am not mocking him. I am not mocking him. But of course, Ifonye Metalo, Ojisia Weburu. All right. Like as I said before, the line is open. I wanted this to be an interactive section whereby you can call and make your contribution or even ask your question. If you have any question, you are free to ask, and we are going to have interaction, and I will address your question. If you have any question, you are free to call, or you have any contribution to make towards what we are discussing or what we have already discussed, from the voting and, of course, the lies of the Zoo Janjaweed military and the situation of Asari Dokubo. If you have anything to contribute, you have anything to say, the line is open right now. If you don't call, then we are going to call it a day because I am winding down already. I'm winding down already. You have a few more minutes to call and make your contribution. And I wouldn't like, after the live broadcast is being shut down, then people will start calling to make their contribution. I wouldn't like it. You have the time now to call if you want to call in. Just a moment.
amapụkwacha na nzu n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke nzu eke ka anyị mapụrụ wee na-asị na anyị ọchị ka anyị na-achọ ka anyị wapụ n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke wee na-asịkwa Chukwu okike abịa ma okike kele ụwa gbasịrị n'igwe nwanne otu onye na ya ji ikpe n'aka abụọ ji nke nwoge kọrọ ọjị wee sị anyị were akwụkwọ okwu na-agabịa na mmezu wee na-asịkwa anyanwụ ụtụtụ nke na-awara Igbo nke na-awara ọjị nke na-awara Igbo nke na-awara olu wakela anyị na-eke wakela anyị n'ụlọ wakela anyị n'afọ wakela anyị na nkwụ dị na ọnọdụ dancing song wee lọba challenge enu wụrụ ọjị ana wụrụ ọjị mbụ wụrụ ọjị egede wụrụ ọjị ndị ichie na ndị ọzọ na ndị kwuru eziokwu ka nka ndị nụrụ ọgụ Biafra 1967-1970 our fathers, our mothers, our brothers, our sisters, our cousins, our nephews, our friends. Ndị nụrụ ọgụ Biafra 1967 so unu bịa wụrụ ọjị ya n'ogbe ka anyị weta ya n'ibe ka unu bịa wụrụ ọjị n'ogbe taa ka anyị wetakwa n'ibe ka unu gbabara ya osiarị na be ndị mmụọ ka gbabara na osiarị na be ndị mmadụ gị na Chukwu gị na gị na ihe na-ejere na ozi wenazị enu wụrụ ọjị ana wụrụ ọjị mbụ na egede ndị ichie na ndị ọzọ ka unu wụrụ ọjị ya kwukwe na nzụ ka anyị na-ekwu n'ọjị n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ ekekere ya na-ekwu okwu ya bụ ndụ anyị na-eke ndụ anyị n'orie ndụ anyị na-afọ ndụ anyị na nkwọ ekeketara anyị ọma ka ododo tara anyị ọma ka afụfụ tara anyị ọma ka nkwọkwọtara anyị ọma ahịa na ezu na ndụ nke ndị Igbo ji eme ihe na ndị Igbo Chukwu okike abịa ma nke onwe gị mara ya were asị na ya na-ekwu na eke ka anyị na-ekwu n'orie ya na-ekwu n'ode ka anyị na-ekwu n'afọ ya na-ekwu n'afọ ka anyị na-ekwu na nkwọ ka anyị na-ekwu na nkwọ ka anyị na-ekwu n'ụtụtụ ka anyị na-ekwu n'ụtụtụ ka anyị na-ekwu n'ehihie ka anyị na-ekwukwo n'ehihie ka anyị na-ekwu n'anyasị bụ ya anyị na-ekwu kwa bụ Biafra ka anyị na-ekwu na eke ka Biafra ka anyị na-ekwu n'owe na-asị Chukwu okike abịa ma dododo onye ndụ anyị bụ Maazị Nnamdị Kanụ dubịa na eke dubịa n'ode dubịa n'afọ dubịa na nkwọ dubịa n'ụtụtụ dubịa n'ehihie dubịa n'anyasị dubịa na mazi adịghị n'aka ihe niile ya ṅụ dịghị n'aka bụrụ ụzọ ma bịara ya azụ kpuchite aka ọkụkọ si ekpuchite ụmụ ya alapụkwara na ọdịrị arafụrụ bịa n'oruru ahịhịa n'ụbọchị nkata otu esi gwa ka oge si wadị n'aha Great Chukwu okike abịa ma onye anyị na-akpụ isi ala enye mgbe niile na-asị dododo ụmụnne m ụmụ Biafra ekeketara na ihe ọma ka o wee rutere na ihe ọma ka afọ wefọtara na ihe ọma ka ndụ anyị na-eke ndụ anyị n'orie ndụ anyị na afọ ndụ anyị na nkwọ n'aha anyị na-agbakọ Chukwu okike abịa ma okike kele ụwa gbasịrị n'igwe nwanne otu onye aṅụrụ aṅụrụ ndụ kwere kwame ya ụgwọ narị atụ egwu agbakwuru zuru ike onye ike niile dị n'ọba nka ya Adonai Ancient of Days Elohim of our forefathers, Elohim of our ancestors, El Shaddai, Hashem, Most High God, Chukwu okike abịa ma we committed our leader n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke anyị na-asị n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke
n'isi onye ndu anyị bụ Maazị Nnamdi Okwu Kanu, the Yeshua of our time, the Irokotri of our time, Ọhamadike one, ọnụ na-ekwuru Igbo niile, ọnụ na-ekwuru Biafra niile. Wee na-asị n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke na naba anyị ndị a na-eke, ndị a n'orie, ndị a na-afọ, ndị a na nkwọ, ndị a n'ụtụtụ, ndị a n'ehihie, ndị a n'anyasị, gị na Chukwu, gị na ana, gị na ihe na-ejere ala ozi, gị na ihe ana na-ejere ozi. Wee na-asịkwa Chukwu abịa ma dododo nakwa nwanne anyị nwoke bụkwa our prime minister, Biafra government in exile, autopilot, Maazị Simon Ekpam. Wee na-asị Chukwu okike abịa ma n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụkwụrụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke na n'Igbo niile. Mmụọ eke ngị bụ ihe, ihe ọmasị na ihe ga-eri aka. Mmụọ orie ngị bụ mmiri, ndụ mmiri, ndụ azụ, ndị agha bụ ndụ mmiri, iji agha bụ ije mmiri. Mmụọ afọ ngị bụ ana ya chekọta ya na eke, chekọta ya na orie, chekọta ya na afọ, chekọta ya na nkwọ. Mmụọ nkwọ ngị bụ ikuku na ihe ọmasị na ikuku ga-eri aka, na ndụ ya ga-adị na eke, na ndụ ya ga-adị na orie, na ndụ ya ga-adị na afọ, na ndụ ya ga-adị na nkwọ. Eje anaghị abụrụ isi ije. Wee na-asịkwa Chukwu okike abịa ma okike kele ụwa na ọ ga-adị ka echi na echi adị agwụ agwụ na osisi pụtara ife dị bụ ụgbọ na ojiri gbuo ha Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, ojiri gbu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, ojiri gbu Simon Ekpam ga-egbu onwe ya, ọ ga-eti isi ya. Ngị na Chukwu, ngị na ana, ngị na ihe na-ejere ala ozi, ngị na-agwụ nsị ọha mehie, ngị na ndị mbụ, ndị egede, ndị ichie, ndị ọzọ, ndị kwuru eziokwu ka nka. Chukwu debere ọkọrọfọ ọkọrọnkwa ọwa ma ha nwaweza ọnọ n'ihu ndị nke ha duru mgboke, duru zomiwu, duru obi nwụba, anụ ụmụ dura n'isi eke. Otu a si kwya ka o ga-esi anụ ọkịja niile, otu a si kwya ka o ga-esi wede n'aha Great Chukwu okike abịa ma onye anyị na-akpụ isi ala enye mgbe niile. A na-agwọ ọ na-ere nke mere ju oyi eme ọzọ, isi emeghị nwere anụ n'ebe ya. Wee na-asịkwa Chukwu okike abịa ma n'isi ụmụ IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, the genuine ones indeed, working as seriously to make sure that Biafra is restored in Biafra land. Eze Chukwu okike abịa ma also the principal officers of IPOB and also the principal officers of Biafra government in exile, autopilot. Keke ketara na ihe ọma ka o rere tụrụ na ihe ọma ka fụfụtara na ihe ọma ka kwụpụtara na ihe ọma, ndụ anyị na-eke, ndụ anyị n'orie, ndụ anyị na-afọ, ndụ anyị na nkwọ. Ngị na Chukwu, ngị na ana, gị na ihe na-ejere na ozi, gị na ihe na-ejere ụra asọ kije ozi. Chukwu okike abịa ma okike kele ụwa gbasị gị n'igbe. When I say the angel Chukwu okike abịa ma also guide us and protect us till Biafra is restored in Biafra land. Anywhere we are going, Chukwu okike abịa ma n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke. Mmụọ eke ngị bụ ihe ọmasị na ihe bịa ga-eru anyị aka. Mmụọ orie ngị bụ mmiri, ihe ọmasị na mmiri ga-eru anyị aka. Mmụọ afọ ngị bụ ana, ihe ọmasị na ana ga-eru anyị aka. Mmụọ nkwọ ngị bụ ikuku na ihe ọmasị na ikuku ga-eru anyị aka n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke. Gị na Chukwu, gị na ana, gị na ihe na-ejere na ozi, gị na ihe ana na-ejere ozi, gị na agwụ nsị ọha mee. Onye ọbụla mama aka nzu na aka nzu dị mma na we are whiter than snow. Na nzu enwe ntụpọ na Igbo, na nzu bụ omenala Igbo niile, na nzu bụ izizi a na-enye mmadụ na mmadụ bịa ebe mmadụ. Ya na-ekwu okwu n'ụbọchị nke taa, Chukwu okike abịa ma na-ekwu ya na-ekwu okwu bụ Biafra ka anyị na-ekwu okwu bụ nwoke ọ bụ nwaanyị. Ọ bụ ndị onye ọbụla wherever they are planning evil against the total restoration of the kingdom of Chukwu okike abịa ma na House of Government House, House of Assembly, House of Senate, House of Rep, local government chairman, councilorship, community leaders, wherever they are planning evil against the children of the Most High, against Biafra restoration, against our leader, also against the Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile, our brother Maazị Simon Ekpam. When I say the Chukwu okike abịa ma okwu ọjọọ dị na-eke okwu, gọvanọ ahụ wekwa n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke n'oge chere ha ozo kpasa na eke ozu akpọsa kpasa na orie kpasa kpasa na afụ kpasa kpasa na nkwọ. N'ụbọchị ndụ ha niile oge chere ha azụ ihe niile bụ ihe ụjọ ọjọọ kwuru n'isi anyị, ọ bụ izuru na nke a gbara n'isi anyị. When I say the Chukwu okike abịa ma any evil plans of enemy in our land, in our Biafra restoration, wherever they are in planning against the total restoration of the kingdom of Chukwu okike abịa ma in this planet earth, in House of Government House, House of Representatives, House of Assembly, House of Senate, House of Rep, local government chairman, councilorship, community leaders, traditional leaders, wherever they are in their planet earth, in the four corners of this planet earth, in their marine kingdom, in their Owonu kingdom, in their Ekanka kingdom, planning evil against the total restoration of the kingdom of Chukwu okike abịa ma. Let their evil plan turn against their life. In Eke, ngina Chukwu ngina ana. In Orie, ngina Chukwu ngina ana. In Afọ, ngina Chukwu ngina ana. N'ụtụtụ, the evil plans of enemy will go back to them. In the mighty name of Great Chukwu okike abịa ma. A na-agwọ ọ na-ele okike abịa ma. N'aha Great Chukwu abịa ma. The ha Great Chukwu okike abịa ma. When I say n'ụbọchị nke taa, ka anyị na-ekwukwu okwu ya, the land of the rising sun we will love and cherish. Anyanwụ ụtụtụ ka anyị na-akpọlite. The land of the rising sun we love and cherish. The land of the rising sun we love and cherish. ha ga chukwu okike abịa ma anyanwụ ụtụtụ nke na-awara igbo gị na-awara ọrụ wakela anyị na-eke wakela anyị n'ode wakela anyị n'afọ wakela anyị na nkwọ wakela anyị n'ụtụtụ wakela anyị na-ehihie wakela anyị n'anyasụ na anyị ga-abụ ka ihe na ya na-ekwu okwu ebe na anyị ga-adị ka Chineke adị agwagwụ na osisi pụtara ife adị egbe ụgbọ na ya pụtago ife na ya pụtago na ya echigakwa azụ nakwa ya na-ekwu okwu abụ Biafra ekeketara anyị Biafra ka o redotara anyị Biafra ka afụfụtara anyị Biafra ka nkwụpụtara anyị Biafra nga na Chukwu nga na anyị sị na Biafra aka abịa na onye ga-atụ isi ya na eke onwe isi na eke tụ isi ya n'orie onwe isi n'orie tụ isi ya na afọ onwe isi na afọ tụ isi ya na nkwọ onwe isi na nkwọ onye asị Chukwu okike abịa ma okike ekele ụwa gbasị bi n'igwe nwanne otu onye aṅụlụ aṅụlụ ndụ kwere nkwa mee ya ụgwọ narị atụ egwu agbakwuru ezu n'ike onye na-asị nekwa nwanne anyị nwoke a bụ Biafra United Channel Television n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị breke dubia na eke dubia na orie dubia na afọ dubia na nkwọ dubia na ụtụtụ dubia na ehihie dubia na anyasị ọpụpịa na mbatị ya dị gị n'aka ihe oriri ya ahụ dị gị n'aka Chukwu okike abịa ma buru ụzọ ma bịarịa azụ kpuchite ya ka ọkụkọ si ekpuchite ụmụ ya arapụkwana ya na-erapụ bịa n'olulu anya n'aha Grace okike abịa were azụkwa n'ụbọchị nke taa the land of the rising sun we love and cherish Chukwu okike abịa ma okike kele ụwa gbasị bi n'igwe anyanwụ ụtụtụ nke na-awara igbo nke na-awara olu wakela anyị na-eke wakela anyị n'orie wakela anyị n'afọ wakela anyị na nkwọ wakela anyị n'ụtụtụ wakela anyị n'ehihie wakela anyị n'anyasị fụ anyị na mbata anyị the land of the rising sun we love and cherish anyanwụ ụtụtụ n'ụbọchị nke taa ka anyị na-ekwukwe n'isi ya kewakerịa na ekewakerịa n'orie wakerịa n'afọ n'egwu ụmụ IPOB n'isi ụmụ Biafra niile wakela anyị na-eke wakela anyị n'orie wakela anyị n'afọ wakela anyị na nkwọ wakela anyị n'ụtụtụ wakela anyị n'ehihie wakela anyị n'anyasị fụfụ anyị na mbata anyị dị gị n'aka ya eri ya ya dị gị n'aka buru azụ ma kpere ya azụ Chukwu okike abịa ma n'isi nwanne anyị nwoke bụ Biafra United Channel otu anyị si wee gwa n'isi ya ka ọ ga-esite n'isi ụmụ Biafra niile n'isi ụmụ IPOB niile n'isi indigenous people of Biafra niile n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị breke otu anyị si kwe ka ọ ga-esi wee dị n'aha Great Chukwu okike abịa ma onye anyị na-akpụ isi ala enye mgbe niile
ise ise ise
a na-agwọ ọ na-ere nke e mere jụọ oyi emekwa ọzọ.
Say, thank you so much. Thank you for listening. I want to use this opportunity to thank the UNESCO one who has given us a super chat of $50 US. This is amazing. This is amazing. Thank you so much, the UNESCO one. All right. Thank you all Biafrans for listening. It has been a great evening for all of us to gather here and listen to this very gospel from the studio of Biafra Unite channel/television. I remain your own beloved brother, or the Nangwa Biafra. Thank you all for listening. May God bless you. May God bless every single thing that you do. Whatever you lay hand upon, thou shalt prosper. We pray for strength. We pray that God should strengthen our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and give him more strength and power and courage to stand his ground against this very tribulation, that we all may fight and fight and fight till the very end, that Biafra will become a nation of its own. May God bless our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and every genuine freedom fighters in this very Biafra liberation struggle. God bless you all. God bless every financier of this very struggle. God bless you all. See you tomorrow. Good night.